YouTube, what it do? Lil Petty back at you guys with another stock market episode. Alright, so in this episode, we're going to go over the plays I'm looking at for Friday, the hot stocks to trade on Friday for options, my playlist, my watch list. We're going to talk about what's going on in the market. We can go over the trades that I took today really quick. I took a trade in Netflix, got stopped out. I took a trade in Amazon. We made $358, and we took a small trade in AMRN, lost $20. And I want to show you guys the Netflix. We lost $132. So, without further ado, let's get into these charts. Show you what I'm looking at. So, the first stocks that we are looking at are Amazon and Netflix. Why am I looking at these stocks? These stocks on Friday are very volatile. The options contracts are in our favor. The premium has came down. So I want to show you guys what we are looking at. So let me go back to the bigger chart real quick. Okay, so on Amazon, as you see, we came up, and this area is the area that I'm looking to see it basically get to. If we can get to this 1846, then I would be looking to go short, or if we break here, then we're going to see continuation to the upside. So we came up to this 1820. We've been pulling back, got a little equilibrium. We set the low. We basically did a double bottom, and now we are pushing back up. So if you zoom in today, the bears, they did not keep control. So now we're slightly on this 2-day uptrend in this little channel. Now, are we going to continue? And as you can see, the stock is still pushing up in the after hours. So we're going to wait to see what happens in the morning. We could gap up and touch here, have a gap fade, or we can have a continuation with the markets. Now, I like to look at the markets and see what was going on. And as you can see, most of the day was a green day. Russell has been our lead indicator. So let's go to the IWM real quick. And before I get any farther, I want to come and show you guys this. Check out my website, because I've been posting all the plays that I'm going over, and we're going to show you what is been happening. So look right here, we had the Amazon puts right here and the calls. So we were looking at the put side this morning. Now let me show you on the chart. So this morning when Amazon came out, this is this morning. Let's go to the 1 minute chart, because we were trading the 1 minute today. So when we came up, we looked like we had the bullish setup, but we couldn't crack above the pre-market highs right here. So that was basically going to be a gap fade. So we came up and then we faded down. I ended up locking in profits on this candle, and then we ended up reversing. I bought some calls right here after I bought some puts that stopped out, because I thought we were going to get a continuation, as you can see, but we ended up curling up. So I got stopped out, bought some calls, rode it up to this trend line up here, and sold. And as you can see, it ended up consolidating, and then it ended up fading. Now the bulls ended up picking back the ball up because the bears could not hold and come down to the low of yesterday. So we bounced off this line right here, and then we consolidated and pushed back up. So with that being said, we can either still have this slowly downtrending pattern that we got right here, or we can crack above and then we're going to pull back. So that's basically what I'm looking at. Now, I'm going to come over here to the scanners, and we're going to see what really happened today in the markets. So we come check the scanners. Boom. Lulu was up 16%. We're going to start right here, and we're just going to kind of scam through. So Roku, Kron had a bounce back day. AMRN, we don't really see no news on nothing. So we're going to look at the short side. What stocks went down that I am familiar with? Teva pulled back. Teva's at 1550. Celgene, but we don't really trade that. CGC pulled back 52 cents. Yeah. So I also want to go over, I know Tesla had the continuation. So Tesla's been running up. Let's look at the options on Tesla. TSLA. Now, with the Tesla options, let me pin this to the top. With the Tesla options, we're going to tighten up the spreads. Now, on Fridays, let me show you a clear example. So, this 280, really these 282.5s, these are cheap right now. So, as you can see, these were, whoa. Okay. So, now you can see why this is a 15-minute chart. Let's go to the 1 day. Okay. So Tesla ended up opening up at 270, and then it came up to 280. These 282.5s opened up around $1.50. They shot up to 250, and they pulled all the way back. Why do they pull back? Because Tesla pulled back, and these options expire tomorrow. So the goal is tomorrow is we're gonna look through the options chain, and we're gonna look for supports and resistance. If we can find like this resistance right here is a 283. So we can come and look at the 282.5s and basically look to see what type of range this is playing in. Now, if we go back to the 5 days, these are going to be even. They're probably going to be cost a little bit more. God damn it. 5 day, 5 minutes. Yes. So these on Monday, they were still cheap. But if you look, they were more expensive on Friday. Why? Because of time. So on Fridays, that is what we look for. We look for options that we can get in the money with on time. So if it's going to pull back, then possibly these 275s. So yeah, that is Tesla. Amazon, we're going to look at Amazon real quick. So Amazon has the possibility, in my opinion, if we're gonna go, we can get up to the 70.80 or even up to this 17.90 range, and that would be a 1% move. So for Amazon to move 1%, that's not a lot. And on Fridays, these stocks are known to go crazy. So, and on the downside, 1% would bring us down to 17.55 range. So we're looking in this little range right here. If it's going to break down, we're going to see it break down below this 17.54 and come down to the 17.40s. If we trade sideways, we're going to trade in this range. If we break out, then we're going to come up and try to get up to the 17.80s, 17.90s, and ultimately 1800s. So we are going to look at the Amazons. Did I link that? That's linked. Cool. Okay, so the 17.88s, 17.87.5, 17.90s. So I would probably play these ones right here. And as you can see, these ones have the potential of coming up. If they get in the money, these ones will be good. If Amazon does get to 1800, then these will be really great. And then these ones up here will be even better. But it's all about just trying to figure out what type of range you want to play. But like I said, on Fridays, you want to get closer because they expire. Now, they're going to be very volatile in the morning. If they have a quick pop-up and a quick pullback, then you might want to buy the pullback if it's going to continue. So it's just all about watching the options, how they play out on Fridays, and seeing how it's going to move. So that's the call side, the 17. I'm probably going to play these 17.87, just depending on you. Because if the stock gaps up in the morning, then it's a whole different play. You have to wait to see what the options do. So that's why it's an after-hour game plan. You're looking at the stocks after hours and the options. But the stocks move in the morning, so the options are still going to have a different price when you wake up. So the put side would be the 1750s and probably, yeah. So even these 1760s. So like we say on Fridays, Amazon's contracts get a lot cheaper. If you can see on Monday, these were $30. Now they're $4. Why? The stock didn't do too much. Let's go look at the 8. Let me see. So the price right now of these 1778s in the money. These ones, whatever was in the money, these were $55 at the beginning of the week, and these were $39. So that just shows you how the premium of the contracts come down, and on Friday, these are the chances to hit some nice plays. So we're going to look at Netflix real quick, because Netflix is going to be on the watch list. Look at the chart real quick, and what we see on Netflix is it can get up to about this 375, ultimately this 360, and these 360s are really cheap, but these 375s are in a better range. And as you can see, these on Monday were $12. So yeah, we wait until Friday to play closer in the money. Throughout the week, we're playing farther out the money because there's no point to pay $2,000 for a contract. And yeah, so one more stock I wanted to look at. Where's the watch list at real quick? Apple. Yeah, so Apple is getting the continuation. We're not going to look at the calls or nothing. AMD might have a breakout. Let's look at SPY real quick. So we're going to go to the 1 day. All right, so with SPY, we are starting to curl down. Let me zoom out. Yes, so like I said, we got that little equilibrium. We set the lower high, and now we are trying to either fade back down and continue this trend, or we're going to pop back up and try to test this breakout candle. So ultimately, if we get above this candle, then we're bullish. If we crack below here, we're bearish. So, the last stock, Microsoft. Microsoft is a good stock to watch on Fridays. We are going to watch Microsoft. Microsoft is still holding this support. If it cracks, bearish. As you can see, it did not like this area down here. It was bought up. It's been holding this 116. Can it break? And if the markets are going to run tomorrow, then these are the stocks that we are going to be looking to trade. And these stocks are going to be green stocks for us to basically buy calls and try to get into the money. So that's the strategy for Friday. Lil Petty. I'm out of here. You guys have a good one. I will see you guys Friday in the markets.